Michelle. How are you? Hi, Nancy. Sorry, guys, I'm going to be counting a lot. But I figured I'd just come on and did I miss one? Nice. Hi, Naomi. There's only 14. There should be 15. I must have missed something. And 15. So today I'm working on a shark. So Amber from Bingham Bliss, for Christmas, I made her the turtle. If you guys have seen the turtle amigurumi, I don't have mine near me. It's in the basement. The kids take it all over the house. So I made her one of those for her for Christmas, and I sent it to her. And yesterday she texted me and said that her boys are completely obsessed with it. So she asked if there was any way I could make a shark. And I went online and I found a shark pattern. I think I linked it below. Those are that's the shark pattern I used, or I'm using. So I'm learning as I go. I've never done it before. I've made some things, but I've never made this pattern. So I'm working on it. And this is, let me see. Sorry, I have my pattern up on my screen too. So this is it so far. This is the shark body. And I just have to finish it out. And then I have to make the tummy panel and the fins and all of that. So I figured while I'm sitting here, I might as well go on a live. And you guys can watch me count. This is Bernat velvet yarn. So this is the yarn I'm using. I actually was going to do it in a baby velvet yarn that I already had, but I wanted it a little bit larger because so here I was testing it with the baby yarn, and you can tell it's a little bit bigger. It's just a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go with this larger size. So right now I am on row. I'm on row. I just did 15. So I'm on row 33. The only thing about amigurumi is it takes a lot of counting. So I was thinking you could do that. It's taken me years to try this. My grandmother, so I'm named after both of my grandmothers. That's why my name is Sarah Ann. Ann is my middle name, so I don't usually go by that. But I'm named after both of my grandmothers, and my grandmother Ann taught me how to crochet when I was like, I don't even remember, 5, 6. It was a long, long time ago. And so, yeah, when I first started crocheting, I was horrible at it. And, we still have issues with it, but I couldn't read a pattern. I couldn't follow any of that stuff. So it's taken me years before I would even try to do amigurumi. I've always saw them. I've seen them online, and I'm like, wow, those are cool. I want to try that. But I was never brave enough to do it. And then once I started getting more comfortable with crocheting, I finally gave it a shot. So okay. Single crochet 3. I'll do this down so you don't have to look at my face the whole time. So, am I in frame? So you don't have to look at. And then decrease. Hi, Beth. I forgot to start my clock. I'm trying to time about how long it takes. So, okay, go stitches. And then I have my polyfill here that I kind of fluff it up before I start stuffing it. And I think the thing that I'm the worst at when it comes to amigurumi, well, one of the worst things for me is making sure that it's stuffed enough that it's like that it holds its form and not overstuffing it so that it's not squishy and cuddly anymore, because then it's just a hard stuffed animal. Hi, Liz. Hi, Sunday. And I just sit here seeing like if it feels like there's anywhere that's empty. Because I still want it to be sturdy, but I also don't want it to be like overfilled. I think that feels pretty good. And then I just look at like the shape of it, making sure it looks kind of like, does it look like a shark? I think it looks like a shark-ish. And also the other good thing with amigurumi is you can, so the pattern called for a different sort of weighted yarn. Which end are you stuffing? Okay, so hold on before I lose my spot. So here's the eyes, right? So okay, so what it should be, here's the eyes, and this will be the belly of the shark, right? Yeah, this is gonna be his rump. This is where the tail's gonna go, down here. But I have to make that separately. So right now, the only part of the pattern I'm working on is just the body here. And then I will work on the fin, like the upper fin, and then the arm fin. Guys, I don't know the names of them. They're fins, right? Is this a fin and those are fins? And then the tail also is separate. And the belly is it's a panel. It's not crocheted in the round. It's a panel. So I'll sew the panel on. And I'll work on that next after I get the body all done. And with amigurumi, all you do is you work in the round. That is why there is a stitch marker right here, because it keeps my location. There are different ways that you can work in the round. There are ways where you go around and then you slip stitch into your beginning stitch, and then you usually you'll chain and then you'll turn it the other way. That's not how, at least I haven't used any amigurumi patterns that have ever used that. I've only used ones that just continuously keep going. So you need something to mark your spot so you don't just keep going and it looks wonky, if that makes any sense. Okay, so now my next is single crochet 2 and decrease 1. So I pull out my stitch marker, and then I replace it into the stitch that I just did, so that I know that's the beginning, that's where I have to stop when I come back around. 1, 2. So I single crochet 2 and then I decrease. And the way this pattern wants you to decrease, there's an invisible decrease and then there's just a regular decrease, where you go in the stitch. I'm sorry guys, I'm on my laptop so I can't maneuver anything. So you go in the stitch, you bring up a loop, you go in the next stitch, you bring up another loop, and now you have 3 loops, 1, 2, 3, and you take it and you under, how do you do it? I can't remember terminology, but you just wrap the yarn over and you pull through all 3 loops, and that decreases it by 1. So then I just repeat that all the way around. So I single crochet 2 and then I decrease. So go in, grab a loop, go in, grab a loop, and go through all 3. 1, 2, grab a loop, go through all 3. And then I'm back at my starting one. Then I'm back at my starting one. And the next 2 rounds, I'm supposed to single crochet 9. Let's see. Reinsert. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm back to the beginning. And as far as I know, all amigurumi is made with single crochet, as far as I know. I haven't used any that do anything else, so I'm pretty sure it's all single crochet. So I did that one time around, and I need to do it one more time. So 1, 2, and all a single crochet is is there's 2 loops here. Unfortunately, you can't because of the fibers. So if you can see, there's like 1 loop and 1 loop. So you go through both of those. That's your stitch. So you go through both of those. Now, usually you would yarn over. Sorry guys. You would yarn over and pull it through, but to get this look, to get that look to your crochet where it looks kind of like an X on the top, what you want to do is you actually put the hook over the yarn, pull it through, then I will yarn over. Then I'll pull the yarn over to go through both loops. So a single crochet is that. So you go into your stitch, you put your hook over the yarn, pull through. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. Then you yarn over where the yarn goes over the hook instead of the hook over the yarn, and you pull through 2. And that's just a single crochet. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Since I wasn't counting, I went back to count to make sure. Okay. So I need to try and stuff the rest of the body before I do the finishing part. I'm glad there's several people on so you guys don't get bored with me not paying attention. That's the only thing for me, like, yes, crochet and knitting is very like mindless, like it kind of like you focus on that and your mind just kind of wanders, but you also have to focus or you'll lose your spot, like counting wise. So I'm not ignoring you, I promise. I just get really focused because I don't want to screw up. There's nothing worse than having to take out all your stitches. And if you guys are interested, um, if you're interested in the pattern, I think I linked it down below. It's from Theresa's Crochet Shop. I actually bought it off of Etsy on Teresa. Bleh. I bought it off of Etsy on Theresa's Crochet Shop. That's really hard to say. And she also has a website apparently, which I just noticed because it was on my pattern. So either way, she has really cute things. And how I came about finding her is the pattern I got the the mommy turtle from is all, oh no, what's her name? Let me see. Let me remember her name. I believe her name is All from Jade. She doesn't have a shark pattern, so I went on to Etsy and I asked her if she could recommend anyone with a good shark pattern for amigurumi, and that's who she recommended. So I went to her shop and just purchased it. Can you guys see what I'm doing okay? I mean, as best as you can. I don't look like a shark. Yeah. Yep, pretty much. Like, I still want it to be squishy. I think that's good. And I have a really long knitting needle that I use for a lot of things when I'm either stuffing amigurumi or I'm doing something sewing wise that I use as like a point to move things around or to make sure that I don't stab through fabric. Yeah, I don't want it to be floppy, but I want it to be something that her kids can still, cuddle with and not be like, this thing's like hard as a rock. I could beat my brother over the head with it. Which I'm sure it'll probably turn into that too. I think this test one I did, I made a little too solid. It's not really squishy. It's you could probably use it as a weapon. Ooh, cool. Did you get it at just like a regular store or? Yeah, my kids have squashmallows and my kids have squashmallows and they love them. Oh. How long does it take them? I haven't made this one before, so I don't know. So far I've probably spent about 40 minutes or so on it. I'm spending more time on it right now because I'm talking. You know how that goes. That looks pretty good. Okay, now I can keep going. So now I need to, this is the last one I have to do, right? So I take this. One, two, oh wait. It says 1 single crochet and 1 decrease. Okay. One decrease. Woo. Now 1 and decrease. All right. So now I can just fasten it off. Use my scissors. Pull that through. And before I cinch it all up, I will go ahead and stuff it anymore. The decrease? What do you mean the decrease? Decrease means you're just taking away a stitch from your next row. So you're taking 2 stitches and you're reducing it down into 1 stitch. That's how it goes from larger and then it gets narrower and narrower. You're decreasing. Do a link. Oh, I think it might be because I don't have anyone as like a moderator. I don't know how to do that. Do I click on them? Does anyone want to be a moderator? Raise your hand. Yeah. Put your hands up. Add moderator. Did that work? Sure, but I can't tell you how to do. Yeah, I mean, there. I think that there might even be more than even 2 ways to decrease a stitch. I should do like a basics of Well, and I don't even know everything there is to know about crocheting, so I'm probably not the best person to ask all of us. I can. Whoops. No, you just click on it, Sarah. Jeez Louise. Gotta find I have this teeny tiny itty bitty box for all my crochet stuff. I really need to upgrade to a bigger box. So then I just take, so I have a bunch of different ones. This is like the basic one that I have. So in order to close up his rear end, whoever's rear end, I just put that on there, and there should be about 6 stitches, and I am just going to go through the first loop. Now the first loop is the first loop here. Make sure I'm in the right spot. So remember, like I said there's 2 loops for a stitch. So there's 1 loop right here and 1 loop over here. So you're going to go through the front loop, 1, pull that through, and then you'll go to the next stitch and go through the front loop. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then you'll grab it and just pull. And see how it closes it all up nice and tight. And then that's the one thing when you're crocheting and say you go to stop, either put like a stitch marker in the loop where you've stopped, or pull the loop really big, because that's what I tend to do, is like I'll do something and I'll accidentally snag the working yarn and it'll just pull out all my stitches. So you kind of have to be careful with that. So I'm just going to go ahead and tie a knot. I don't usually tie a knot, but it says to, so I'll tie a knot, and maybe I'll tie another one just to be safe, since these are going to little kids. And then to hide that, you're just going to grab and you're going to stick the needle through the body and pull it out in another spot. Make sure you don't warp it too much, but now it's in a completely different spot and I can trim it off. So here is the finished shark body. Little sharky. And I mean, I'm sure I can mess around with it and even like stick my needle in and like kind of move some of the fill around inside so that it like better fills it up. So there's the little body. And then Now I will work on his stomach. And that's just going to be a flat piece. So let me grab this yarn. Find the end. Let me bring up my instructions so I know what I'm doing. So this one, the belly of the shark is just going to be a flat panel. So it's not going to be made in the round. It's just flat. So 1, 2, 3. I think I need to write her about her instructions because I think she wrote something in wrong. Oh, no, wait. Never mind. Chain 3, turn. In each 2 chains. Okay. 1, 2, 1. Hey. No, chain 1, turn. Single crochet 1, 2 single. Sorry, guys. That's the only bad part about using this yarn is that it's fluffy and it's hard to see your stitches sometimes. Yeah, she has really cute sea creatures. She has like a stingray on there and a seahorse. She has some really, really cute things on her shop. Okay. Now let me go to the next one. Chain 1, turn, single crochet 2. Okay. 1. But like I was saying, that's the only bad thing about using this really fluffy yarn is if you're fairly new, even me, I'm not that new to crocheting, but it's hard for me to find the stitches. Okay, where is the back part of that stitch? See, I mean, you can even tell, like, like it's really fluffy. So it's hard to see the stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yay. I have 8, what I'm supposed to. Yeah, that would be fun to do a crochet along. And in fact, like, I have to admit that I understand things better when I see them being done. So I'm very much a visual learner. If I can see something being done, I can guarantee I can make it. But that's why I have trouble with patterns for crochet, is because I'm not very good at reading a pattern and thinking how it should go together in my head. I'm not good at that at all. So I'm much better at watching a tutorial and I can totally get it. So now row 4. 1, I feel like I didn't get it in both loops. 2, 3, 4, 2. 2, 3, 4, and 2. Yes, I'm a very visual learner. Eh, This end one is like the hardest one to get into. There we go. Six. 1. Make sure I get into both loops. And some patterns you really do need to make sure you get into both loops. Because you want to get into both of the loops of your stitch so that it stays flat. There are stitches where you only go through the front loop or the back loop. Doing that can change the look. It'll make a ridge on your stitch or on your piece, like on your flat piece. If you do a front loop or back loop only, it can change the whole look of it. So you have to make sure that when you're doing a pattern, that it doesn't tell you do it in the back loop or the front loop. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I need 2. 4, 5. Ah, see, that was only one loop. 6, 7, 2. Dang it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I miss one here? Shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. I'm only coming up with 6. Hold on. Let me go back. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2. 1, 2. I'm getting it wrong. I'm not sure where it's going wrong. Hold on. Row 1. So this should be 6. That's the other part, is when you can't see your stitches very well, you can't really see where you messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I'm just supposed to do 5 and 2. Guys, I'm lost. I had a feeling that I couldn't count and do it. So I do it again. What did I miss? Yeah, I didn't even know she was on live until after like an hour. And then I was like, oh, she was on live? Whoops. Okay. This is what I get for talking. So I'm going to just pull it all out because I'll sit here forever trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing and where I am. So I'm going to start it again. Do you know how many times when I'm on somebody's live, I'll be like, ooh, I don't know that person. I should just get rid of them right away. When, of course, I'm not going to know. I'm not going to know everyone. But I jump the gun way too many times. Bye, Beth. No. There you go. This is 2. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, why am I getting this wrong? One, 2, double. 1, 2, double. 1, 2, 3, double. Okay. 1, 2, double. Did I put a double in the end? No. Come on. Can you guys hear my computer? It's like the fan is really going. Double. No. 6. Double. Seven double. So what are you guys up to today? One, 2, 3, 6, 7. Oops. Okay. Now 2 times. Sorry, I'm reading the instructions. Hi, Z. Yeah, I used to take a long time editing too. That was when I used to have an editing program. Did that. Okay, 4 rows. I don't think I've had food today at all. I've had coffee. And then the true test is to do just a straight across and make sure you have the right number. I should have 18. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's good. I've got 18. Yay. I have to do that 3 more times. Bye, Sunday. I am crocheting an Amigurumi shark. I was requested to make a couple of them by Amber from Bingham Bliss. So this is the first time I'm doing the shark, so it's kind of trial and error. So hopefully it all turns out well and I don't have to remake anything. And I would share with you guys exactly what I'm doing, but since I don't really have permission from the designer themselves, I don't want to share everything with you because I don't want to get in trouble. So that was row 2 of the 18. That's row 3, and I need to do one more row. And yeah, when I went in to get this yarn this morning, I was trying to get ideas. I purchased some fabrics for ideas I have in my head of what I want to do, but you know how that works out where you have this great idea in your head and then you go to make it and it may or may not work. So I try to buy a small amount of something that I want to try out, and then if it works great, then I'll go buy more. Unfortunately, so so I had that same idea last year when I did like Easter basket tags, and this year I was like, "Oh, I better, just to be safe, I should stock up on some of my fabrics that I use for that." And well, one of the fabrics they no longer sell anymore. So I was like, "Oh, crap." So now, I mean, luckily, I think I have enough to get through the Easter season. Hopefully, I'm hoping. I'm hoping to only continue to grow. I hope this year, you I feel like we all hope that we only get better from year to year. So, last year in sales and stuff was better than the year before. But then again, the year before I had just started. So, I can only hope that I'll get better. eh, if that makes any sense. I want to grow, but you never know what'll happen. So, all right. So now I am starting to decrease. So it's going to start getting smaller again. Is my camera still in a good spot, guys? 14. Okay. Now 13. 1, Man, I wish I was faster. my computer sounds like it's burning up. $13. Now 12. Oh no. Hi, Nye. I reopened my Etsy shop for the year, so no orders yet, but hopefully. And I like to go in when I update my shop for the holidays, I like to go in and rearrange all my icons so that the like all Valentine stuff is at the top, then the next holiday, and then the next and the next. Now, one, two, three, four. Chain one, turn. One, two, three, four. Turn. One. One and two. Oh, nope. I'm sorry, Nairo.
The end part of making this, the belly for the shark, you're supposed to go around and just do a single crochet around the whole edge. Only problem is I don't do so well when there's not like a designated spot for me to put the hook. So I always feel like I'm either spacing them too far apart or too close together. So it never seems to work out just the way I hoped it would. But
I made it back to the other side. Okay, and it wants me to cut a long enough tail to sew it onto the shark body. So, what tail? There we go. Okay, so here is the panel. Sorry, my husband's coming in the door. Here's the panel for the bottom of the shark. So here's the shark, right? And then the panel will lay against it like that. How cute! So, just like that. And I will sew that on at another time, because this might be a good time for me to get some pins out and pin it in place so that it lays nice and neat while I sew it on. But yeah, I think that'll be cute. Now I have to make the other pieces. So I have to make fins. Okay, so side fins. Right now I'm just making a magic ring. And if you're not familiar with a magic ring, I just recently figured out how to do this properly. So you hold it, you pinch it here, you wrap around, and you bring it back around. So you cross it over on the back of your hand and you bring it over like this. Then you take your hook, you put it through the first one, grab the back one, flip and turn, and grab the working yarn and pull it through. And then there is your magic ring. And I like to take this little tail out. I'm not sure if you're supposed to take it out or not, but I take the little tail out, and that's what lets you cinch up your little magic ring. So for this, I need to put 4 single crochets. 1, and I will probably grab my marker. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now single crochet 1, 2. Okay. Now put 2 in the next one. hardest part is getting both of the loops. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 1. Okay, where is the other loop? Okay, restart. If I can't see it, I need to restart it. One. One, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, why are you not pulling? This does not want to pull. Okay. 1, 2, 3. These are going to be really hard to see. 1, 1, and then 2. And this final one. Sometimes the first 1 or 2 rows are the hardest. One, 2. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Okay. Now I need to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2 in the last one. There you go. All right. Now I have to single crochet through all 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I have to do that 3 more times. Now 2 more times. And now 1 more time. Whoa. And 10. Okay, now 1 more row. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2. Now, apparently this is what the fin is supposed to look like. Yep, it looks pretty good. And you're not supposed to stuff this, so I just have to fasten it off and leave a tail for sewing, and then I need to repeat that. Okay. One, 2, 3, and 4. One, 2, 1, 2, I think I messed up somewhere. One, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, and 10. After I'm done with this fin, I will probably let you guys go because it's pretty boring just watching me do this. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And the last one, make sure I didn't mess up. Yep, the last one. Hi, Lana. See the crochet? I try. The bad part is I move it because, you know, when it's in your face. So single crochet 4. Two, 3, and 4, 2. Whoa. 2. 4 and 2. Okay. That looks right. And then just to make sure that it matches up with the other one. For the most part, it matches up pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Now I can finish this off. Now where I put my scissor, aha. Okay. And you can tell too. So if you see, so this was the first one I did. And then here's the second one I did. You can tell these stitches are a lot looser than these stitches. I was really being really tight with this. So that's why they're not 100% identical, because I got a lot looser on this one than on this one. But they'll work. I'm not going to worry too much about it just being a smidge off. Luckily, they're on either side of the little shark, so I'm not too worried about it. Oh no, there's a knot. So I don't think you'll be able to see, but so here will be the shark with the lower part of his body. I'm trying to move something off my screen so I can see what I'm showing you. And then this will probably go back here. And then I have to add gills and all that stuff, and then I will have a fin on top of him. So that'll be about what it looks like. Now I just need to make the top fin. I'm hoping this isn't going to look like a whale, but the tail will change what it looks like. It won't look like a whale, hopefully, with a tail, because a tail for a whale is flat and a tail for a shark is vertical. Okay. So I think that's all I'll do for now with you guys. I don't want to bore you to death of watching me crochet. It takes time, so it's probably not the most enjoyable thing to watch. Unless you guys want to keep sitting here watching me. But other than that, I will probably let you go. I appreciate you all joining me and hanging out with me while I did some of my crocheting, and I'll finish it up, and I will definitely post a picture in our Discord group and possibly change the image on the front of this video. But I will let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.